Larissa, if I can bring you in here, as a mum of three, or one's a teenager now, and two preteens, you can burst into song at any moment. As a mum, kids are subject to this sort of input all the time. Are your tribe influenced by this, or are you trying to moderate that influence a bit?
Yeah, I think my husband and I made the conscious decision to try and extend their childhoods. So we know from the data that as of 2012, mental health issues skyrocketed. It was the introduction of social media. Lots of the social psychologists talk about it. Jonathan Haidt, for example, is one who's all over it, but it's all English-speaking markets. It's US, it's UK, it's New Zealand, it's Australia and Northern Europe, and we're all seeing the same trends. And so there are all of these suggestions in terms of how you can counter it. But I think limiting or, sort of delaying access to smartphones, to social media is one obvious way to try and sort of, put a bit more of a handle on it.
So you've taken a decision to actually limit their access yourself
as
a parent.
Yes.
Rather than relying on a government to put some sort of ban on.
Totally. I think, my kids have grown up with boundaries their whole lives. It's not like my son's turned 13. I've said, well, actually, here are all your new boundaries. They're used to having boundaries. They're used to having time limits on, the use of Nintendo or time playing games on iPads and things like that. And we sort of delayed the introduction even of iPads and things in our house. But we also don't live in the centre of a metropolitan sort of area. We're not in a capital city. We're a little bit further out. And so there is more of that nature-based play and being out with your mates and riding bikes and things that perhaps in the cities we've lost sight of a little bit more, or parents are busy. And it's not to say that we're not busy.